Hi.
You say hi.
Hi.
You gotta look in the camera, not the mirror.
Hi.
Look.
Hi.
Who are you waving to? So why are you looking in the mirror?
No, in the mirror.
What's today?
It's Sunday.
No. Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Today's what?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right.
Yeah.
Ready to sit back down?
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be full of new products that I recently purchased in the haul that you guys just saw. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will go ahead and link it above so you can check it out. But today I really wanted to focus on two separate eyeshadow palettes to see which one was better and which one you could dupe out for if it was possible. And the two palettes that I'm talking about is going to be the one from e.l.f. and Natasha Denona the Glam Palette. I really wanted to see if it was a dupe because the Natasha Denona is quite expensive, so I wanted to see if there was a more affordable route, and I picked up the e.l.f. palette, and this is called the New Classics. Now I do know that these are they're more similar than different. I feel like this has a little bit more of the warm tones opposed to this one. However, we're gonna get into all of that once we get into the video. So if you would like to see which one you should grab and if the Natasha Denona is worth the price tag, then make sure you keep on watching. Alright, so to start off, we are going to prep the skin, and for that we're going to go in with the Smashbox Mindful 5, and this is what it looks like. So the ingredients in this, it has cannabis, stevia, hemp seed oil, primer oil complex, red algae, green tea, and a prebiotic. This is a nourishing face primer serum. So what's really cool about this is once you open it up, it does have like a dropper type of feel. So yes, it says to use, massage 2 drops onto skin, allow serum to set before applying makeup. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and allow it to set. So 1, 2 drops. Okay. So when applying it, it definitely feels like a serum. It did get a little bit tacky in the beginning, but that is definitely starting to settle down. It definitely just made my skin, it makes my skin feel hydrated and moisturized. Yeah, it feels good. No complaints thus far. So let's see how it reacts with the foundation. So before we go in with the foundation, I wanted to but I wanted to use this on camera. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And this is what that one looks like. So I've used this before outside of on camera. And this just gives a really nice luminous glow on the skin, and you can use it underneath makeup, so it'll kind of give that lit from within look, or you can mix it in with your foundation. I really love this product, so I just wanted to use it on camera because this is something that I love off camera. So I just scooped some out and then take a brush, and this is the Real Techniques brush, 001. And we're going to apply this all over the face, and apply this all over the face, and I'm using number 7, and this is the deepest one. So if you wanted it to be a little bit more luminous, like a highlighter effect, you would just go down in number. But I wanted it to be close to my skin, so that if I wanted to wear this without foundation, I could, and you wouldn't see like a huge difference in the highlighter and my skin. So I mainly focus this on the areas that I naturally highlight. And then if I'm using a matte foundation, I will focus it all over. So this is what the skin is looking like with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter. I love this stuff. If you are dry, you will love this stuff as well. If you are loving, or you're the type of female or male or whoever that loves a glow, baby, this is for you. So we're going to go in with foundation now, and we are going to be mixing two different foundations. However, to apply the foundation, I wanted to try the Rare Beauty sponge because I hear everybody raving about it. Well, raving about it in the YouTube world. So I just wanted to try it. Got mine from Sephora. So the two foundations that we are going to be mixing today, we are going to try the Huda Beauty again, and we are going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible. And my colors for the Huda Beauty are going to be Nutmeg 520G and Cocoa, which is in the 510R. And then for the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear, I am in color 525. And if you hear cartoonish type stuff, it's Sky. So to start off, we're going to use the 510R first, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of the G and then mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible. So just a couple of stripes. Gonna take a little bit of the golden one. L'Oreal Infallible. Okay, so I do have a review on the Huda Beauty foundation. I will leave a link up above, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch it for reference. But this is a medium coverage foundation, so that is why I didn't mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and blend this out. So I really do like this sponge. It's soft. It blended out very nice. So far, so good. All right, so for concealer, we are going to go in with the NYX Born to Glow. I really love this concealer. It's super pretty on the skin. It gives a nice luminous finish and hydrating look underneath the eyes. So we are going to go in with these babies to brighten up. And the colors that I use are Mahogany and Warm Honey to brighten more. So Mahogany is a little darker, and then Warm Honey brightens up a little bit more. Alright, so I'm just going to brighten up just a tad bit more, just because I'm thinking I want to go a little bit darker with the eyes. So I just want to make sure everything is balanced and well put together. So we're going to go in just a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Warm Honey and focus it right here. I'm not squeezing, I'm just kind of using whatever is left over on this little applicator, because I don't need to add any more product because it's already some product left on here. So me personally, well, let's blend this out first. Super pretty. All right, so me personally, I like to alternate. Like if I'm gonna go back and brighten, I like to alternate the eye that I started on. So like for instance, I started blending out on this eye first. So now I'm gonna start on this eye first. That way whatever's left over can go back on this side. And always make sure you get them on your nose so that it's not any product buildup. I'm just gonna do mahogany on my top lip, whatever's left over. And then press that in. So the reason I did that is so that it can catch the shadow, so it doesn't look like we have a mustache, girl, because that ain't cute. And then around the mouth. And then just take the butt of the sponge and go back over that area. And that is going to make it seamless. All right, so now we're going to set underneath the eyes, and for that we're going to use the Huda Beauty powder, and this one is in kunafa. I love, love, love this powder. I really love her powders. The smell is not horrendous. I can tolerate it, so I love her powder. Love, love, love her powder. So we're gonna go in with that. The same side that we blended out on. Oh wait, I forgot how the sponge works. Okay. Press that until it disappears. And I'm not gonna set the eyelid because I have an eyeshadow primer that I wanna try out. Okay, I'm just gonna brush away the brows, powder, and the side of my nose, whatever's like the excess. Okay, now that that is complete, I think I want to, you know what, let's do a big powder brush and just like set the rest of the face just to make sure it don't move. You know what, for that, let's do something else that's new. To set the rest of the face, we're gonna go in with the One Size by Patrick Starr and set the rest of the face, and this color is in Dark Deep. And I'm not even gonna play myself because last time I did and tried to get this tab and pull it and it did not work. Oh wait, oh, this one works. Okay, never mind, I'm sorry, Patrick. All right, so I'm just gonna place a little bit in the cap.
Oh, good, Mommy. You win. Good, Mommy.
Thank you, boo-boo.
You are great.
I'm great?
Yes, you have great makeup.
Thank you.
I like the camera.
You like my camera?
Say hi to everybody.
Okay, give me a second and I'll let you say hi to everybody, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take my milk powder brush, tap it in, and tap the powder into the brush, tap off a little bit of the excess, and just buff this in. So I always hit like the powder inside of the bristles and then tap off the excess and then dust the rest of the face. That way when you're swirling it, the product is embedded into the brush and you get to use the product. So I just kind of tap it on the table like this. It's a product inside of the bristles. That's what that banging is. And then dust it and swirl it, that way I can use the product.
Mommy. Mommy.
Yes, baby girl.
You're great.
Thank you, my love. You're the best.
And you're a great makeup.
I'm a great makeup artist? Thank you.
And I'm a great painter.
You are. You're the best.
I'm a painter.
You like painting? I'm glad. You're the best at it. So I like... You are. Hold on one second, okay?
But you take forever.
Taking forever. All right, so that powder did well. We are going to go ahead and contour the face, and for that we're going to be using the new Melt Stacks. Well, these aren't new, but this is new to me. So this is the contour powder stack. I have the cream, but I just didn't want to do the cream today. So this is what this looks like. It's just a nice little powder stack. So we're gonna go in with the two darkest ones, and I'm going to use the third from last and the last one, so sculpt and contour. Okay, so let's do this. And this is the Morphe M554 brush. So we're just gonna go ahead and kind of contour and sculpt the face. And pull it upwards. Remember, contouring is literally cutting the face to create shadows and chisel the face. Bronzing is warming up the skin as if you got a tan. And tap off that part. And when I contour, I always start from the top of my ear and I pull it in. And then I stop the contour at the end of my eye. And I don't go lower than the middle of my ear. Nice tip, huh? I got you. So that is how I keep the contour high. And then I always run it through my hairline because I personally have a bigger forehead. But if you do not have a bigger forehead, or if you have a smaller forehead, you don't need to focus on contouring, because contouring is going to make that area smaller. So I'm just giving me a slight illusion of a smaller forehead. And then I always kind of pull it to the sides of my brows, like right here. And then I pull this down a little bit more. And then I'm also gonna go underneath here just to chisel that face, because quarantine has given us a little bit of stuff down here. Okay. And I always connect that part right here to like the top of my, well, the end of my ear. So I'm not going to use the deepest one. This is still the third to last color in the Melt Cosmetic. So just sculpting the nose. And I always run it through my brows. I know I say this in every video, but I always run my contour through my brows to make it look like it is one. It is a true sculpt of the face. So I always run it through the brow. So if you have a thinner nose up top and a fuller nose at the bottom, you don't have to bring this part up through your brows. Because it's already thin. So this is a natural one. I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper and very little bit of this and tap off the excess. And just slightly deepen right here. I don't want it too dark or too noticeable. Take a little bit of the darker powder and just focus that back here. I'm not going to bring the darker powder up here. I just really want to focus it back here. And a little bit of it. I don't need a lot. And then a little bit on the hairline. So just focus this on your hairline. Don't bring it down. On the hairline. And then in the back. Right here. I'm going to take a little bit of this powder from Patrick and I'm going to mix it a little bit with the kunafa and clean up slightly back here. But I don't want to clean up too much because I don't want it to be like a harsh line. So I'm just going to do a little bit. So mix these two powders. And then slightly back here. Just a little, just like that. Boom. So a slight sculpt. All right, so now that we have the face semi complete, we're gonna move on to the eyes. And so like I said, the palettes that we're gonna be using today are gonna be the Natasha Denona Glam Palette, sorry to blind you guys, and the e.l.f. palette. I really wanted to compare these two palettes because to me they look very similar, outside of the e.l.f. having a little bit more warmer colors. I feel like it played off of the Natasha Denona. It reminded me of the Natasha Denona a lot. So I wanted to see if we can get a look from this palette to look like this, to see if we can save some coins, or if I can save y'all some coins, because my coins is already spent on these palettes. So yes, I'm gonna bring you guys in closer and we are going to get started. So this eye, the right eye, is gonna be e.l.f. and the left eye, you're right, it's gonna be Natasha Denona. So let's get started. So now that we are up close and personal, let's get started on the eyes. We're gonna start off with the e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to use Truffle, which looks like this. And I'm gonna place that in this crease. And then I'm going to take Blend in the Natasha Denona, which looks like this, and place that in my other crease. These two colors look rather similar to me, so we're gonna go ahead and blend those out in the crease. Oh wait, pause for the cause, I forgot. So new eyeshadow primer. This is the KVD Shake Primer, high impact eyeshadow primer, and this is what the packaging looks like. And then this is what the product looks like. So it has like black stuff underneath and then a clear base. So you're supposed to shake it up. I don't know how this is gonna go. You're supposed to shake it up and, okay, I have it shaken. Let's see what we do next. Directions for use. Shake well to mix, remove cap. Press button on the top of the bottle to dispense 1 drop. Use finger to blend on the lids. Let dry a few seconds before applying eyeshadow. I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna try this out. All right, let's see. It says you have to use your finger. Oh, okay, so it has like a squeezy, a dropper type of thing. My finger. My pointer, I'm trying to figure out which finger we're gonna use. So I use a pointer, I can't really get in. So maybe we'll do the ring finger and the pinky. All right, so 1 drop. I think I need to shake it again. I'm nervous. All right, 1 drop. To allow it to, 1 drop. I can't squeeze it. Oh, it's a button at the bottom you push. Oh, wait, no, I wasn't ready. Okay, hold on. So it's a button at the bottom that you're supposed to push to release the, okay. And, I got in my eye. Okay, this is dangerous. Hold please. I ain't trying to go blind behind makeup now. Shake it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this was smart. Okay, shake it again. I'm so nervous. Maybe I can't, my pointer's too big. And then flip it, press the button. Okay. Okay, that wasn't as bad. 1. And then, oh. Okay, let's, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to use too much, but okay. We're just gonna say this is it, because I can't keep doing this. Okay. This better make this look phenomenal, because I don't know. how I feel about this. Okay, give it a few seconds to dry, it says, before applying eyeshadows. Okay. Okay. So, I feel like that was a workout. Yeah, a little did get in my eye, but we're gonna roll with the punches and keep it going. So yes, we're gonna start off with truffle, and that is that one. And we're gonna blend this all in the crease on this side. Well, just to hell with it. Okay. So truffle, all in the crease. This one doesn't really show up too tough. So I'm literally just gonna blend this in the crease, and then I guess press it in the crease. I don't really. To the Natasha Denona palette, and we're gonna use Blend, which is that one right here, and we're gonna blend that in the crease on this eye. So I don't know if you can see it, however, the Natasha Denona one pulled a lot cooler, more gray on this side, whereas the e.l.f. stayed a little bit more pastel on this side. So I'm going to blend it again. Well, some more of the Natasha Denona. Yeah, and it's definitely pulled more gray, a lot cooler. Definitely does. Let me pull down the light just a little bit so we can get a better, or I feel like you guys would be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, yes, I feel like that's a lot better. So this eye pulled a lot more gray than I thought it was gonna pull, whereas this one stayed a little bit more pastel-y, brownish, soft brown. So next we're gonna go into the e.l.f. palette, and we're gonna go in with the color Earth, which is this one. It's more of a gray toned color, and we're gonna apply this in the crease as well. Alright, so this one kind of helped balance it out and it pulled it more gray. Next we're going to go into the Natasha Denona palette, and we are going to go in with Smoke, which is this one right here, and we're going to blend this in the crease as well. You guys hear Sky telling the dog to get upstairs. She's so bossy. We're going to use the Jaclyn Hill from Morphe 33 brush to blend that in the crease. Tap off the excess and blend. Alright, so I switched brushes back to the MAC 217. It's a clean brush, so we're just going to go back into Smoke, tap off the excess, and blend it in the crease. I'm going to pack this on the outer corner just a little, like that. And then I'm going to clean my brush again and go back into my e.l.f. palette with with Earth, and pack that color on the edge as well. Alright, so this is how it's looking thus far, and from right now this eye is just a little bit darker in color, has more depth, is like on the gray tone than this side from the e.l.f. palette. Alright, so next we're gonna go in with some more pinky. Oh wait, I guess I can go with that one. this black. Okay, so the main difference between these two palettes are gonna be the tones and colors of the shimmers and like the satin color. Ooh. So the main difference in these two palettes that I'm seeing now that I'm trying to do a lid color with is the shimmers and the satins. The tones are a little different, and so they only have about a few shades that match. All right, so we're gonna go in with the Opulent shade in the e.l.f. palette. This is that one right here, and we're going to apply that on the lid. First we're going to apply it dry, and then we'll apply it wet. I never really do shimmer, well, I guess I sometimes do shimmers dry, but mainly all the time I do them wet. But let's do it dry so we can see the color pay off. Okay, that is Opulent. It's not as vibrant, so we're gonna get a spray and we're gonna mist it to see if we can get it to a little bit more of a metallic finish. So let me go grab a setting spray. I can't believe I don't have one on the table, but let's go grab one.
Ooh, let me do it.
Thank you. And then we're gonna go on to see if it has any more color payoff. Okay, so that did intensify it. Not a lot, but it intensified it. So we're not gonna complain. So that is how that one is looking thus far. Next, we're gonna go into the fourth shadow at the bottom. It is called Outer Lid, and we're gonna apply that to the lid like we did this one. Okay, so this is hers dry. All right, so this is this one sprayed and mist. So as far as this one, definitely looks a little bit more metallic, but it didn't go on. Like once I missed it, it gave it a little bit more of a metallic look. But I feel like it has more of a sheen than the e.l.f. color did. This one has more of like a purplish, grayish, cool tone look, whereas this is more of like a pure chrome gray shimmer, if that makes sense. Cosmo, which is this one right here from the e.l.f. palette, and we're gonna place this on the inner corner. All right, so I'm not gonna spray this one first. I'm just gonna place it on the inner corner. Like that. All right, so for the Natasha Denona palette, to kind of mimic this color, we're gonna go in with the first one, and it is called Center of the Lid, and we're gonna place that in the inner corner of the eye. And I'm not gonna wet this one as well. This one actually gave me a nice little highlight without misting it, so I'm impressed. Go in with this one. Oh, these are kind of spot on. We're gonna go in and smoke out the lower lash line. They both had fallout, so that's like neither here nor there. All right, so to smoke out the lower lash line, we're gonna go in exactly how we did the lid, but this time, well, not even but. So we're gonna go back to, what do we do, Truffle? We're gonna start with Truffle, which is this one right here, and blend that one on this side of the eye. And this might be a little too dark, I mean too light to do anything, but we're gonna see. And then we're gonna go in with the blend. We're gonna go in with the blend from the Natasha Denona palette and do the same on the other eye, this eye. We're gonna go into Earth and we're going to deepen up the lower lash line on the e.l.f. side to make it a little bit darker. And that is this side. Alright, so now we're gonna go switch over to the Natasha Denona side and buff and blend this one out as well. And for that, we're gonna use Smoke, which is this one, and buff this on the lower lash line as well. So that is all smoked out. We're gonna go ahead and kind of dust away any fallout that might have. I'm gonna go in with some mascara and lashes, and we'll be right back. I kind of want to deepen up this eye just a little, so for that we're gonna go ahead and do that. So for the e.l.f. eye, before we put the false lashes on, I'm gonna go in with Noir and smoke out the outer edge and a little bit of the crease. So let's just take a little bit. I don't want it, it doesn't have to be super dark, but I kind of want to deepen it up just a little. Yeah. All right, so then we're gonna go into, for the Natasha Denona side, which is this side, we're gonna go in with the one that says lash line, and that is this middle darker one. And we're gonna do the same thing and smoke out that outer edge just a little. Alright, so I want to build up my lower lash line, and I have really been loving the Sephora Size Up mascara for my lower lash line. It just really intensifies and brings out the lower lash line. So we're gonna va-va-va-voom that up. So for blush, we're going to be using the NYX Sweet Cheek Matte Blushes. And you guys know that I love these blushes. I love them. They're super affordable. The color payoff is amazing. And yeah, they're no more than like $6 or $7, even if that, but I love these blushes. So the colors that we're going to be using today is Bloom Bloom and Fig. So we're going to start off with a little bit of the Bloom Bloom and then top it off with Fig. Blush it here, and this is the Bloom Bloom. Blush it here. Super pretty blush. Love, love, love it. All right, and then we're gonna go in with Fig and top that off. Love these blushes. They are so super pretty.
I love it.
Alright, so for the face to highlight, we're going to be using the new Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. This one is super silvery. It reminds me of the MAC Extra Skin Dimension. I think it's Superb. So we're going to use this. It's kind of icy, but I kind of like the icy grayish feel, especially for more cooler tone smoky looks. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. So super pretty. Her packaging is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And this is what the highlighter looks like. Super pretty. All right, so you know what, before we highlight, let's set. And this always gives the highlighter something to stick to, for it to just go on smooth. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Morphe setting spray and set it before we highlight. So So then you guys know I always take my sponge, I mist it all over, and I go ahead and set the rest of my face. So here, around my mouth, and then underneath my eyes, I take the setting spray in my cheeks, and then the center of my forehead, and then flip it and take it around here. So that is how I personally set my face. Mist it, take the sponge, set it. I just feel like it just melts everything together, and I love how it looks. It brings everything back to skin. All right, so let's take this highlighter and highlight. Wait, it doesn't even look like anything's coming up. Oh, okay, just a little bit. The good about this one is you can build it up, and it goes on super smooth, and that is a beaming highlight, people. Beaming. All right, so for lips, we're gonna go in just with like a black liner, very lightly. We're gonna shape the lip. For lip, we're gonna go in with a little bit of the MAC High Drama, and then the Maybelline Matte Ink in Escapist, and we're gonna kind of mix these two together. So we're gonna start off with the MAC High Drama and use it to line the outer parts of the lip. Outline with High Drama. Now we're going to go in with Escapist from Maybelline and apply this in the center. I'm going to blot off just a little bit of the center, and I'm going to lighten it up just a little, like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the MAC Old Lady Retro and just kind of press it in there in the center. Like that. And normally I don't do dark lips and gloss, but I want to be a little extra today and I want to do it. So we're going to do the MAC Mineralized Lip Glass in Dressed to the Canines. I don't even know if MAC still makes this color. Any clear gloss will do. So this one is just kind of the same color, but anyone will do. All right, so this is the completed look. I'm going to bring you guys out so we can go over the products that we use today. I can tell you how I feel, if it's a dupe or no. Yeah, so let's go ahead and zoom out. All right, now that we are all zoomed out, let's go over the new products and talk about how I feel about them. Since they're new to me, they might not be new to you, but they're new to me. So let's go over the products in the way that we used them. So starting off, the first product that was new to me was the Smashbox The Mindful 5 Face Serum Primer. This one is the one that has the cannabis in it, the primer oil complex, the red algae, the green tea, and the prebiotic. And this was the Nourishing Face Primer Serum. So I did like how this applied. It definitely has a strong smell to it. Yeah, this, what does it smell like? This definitely has a smell to it. It reminds, what does it remind me of? I don't know what this reminds me of, but it has a smell to it. So a little pungent. It definitely goes away. You don't smell it after it settles. You really don't even smell it after you mix it in. It definitely goes away, but I did like how this made my skin feel. and it did not break up my makeup. So just me looking at it now, everything went on rather smooth. Don't notice any separations. I don't notice anything breaking up. I don't notice the foundation and makeup settling and sticking into different areas. I loved how the primer worked. So if you are very sensitive to smell, this definitely does have a little bit of a smell. I can't pinpoint what it smells like, but it does have a smell. It doesn't last long, but it has a smell. So far, so good. I really did like this. It definitely was soothing on the skin, and no complaints as far as how it mixed with my makeup. Again, we tried for before we even get to foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this stuff. I've used this before. Love it. It's definitely glowy, luminous. It just makes the skin look beautiful. And it's very good with mixing in with foundations, or if you want to wear it by itself or underneath foundations. This is like a good, great, phenomenal product. Yeah, I love that stuff. I have this one at number 7, and I think I also have number 4. I think it's number 4, because I place that underneath my eyes when I really want to highlight and accentuate that certain area to get like the underneath, the glow within look, and to look angelic. That's when I use the number 4. But yes, I really love this product. I highly. If you don't get anything else about this video, make sure you check out this. All right, so then for foundation, we used the Huda Beauty again. You guys know how I feel about this. This is definitely medium coverage. This is not full coverage. You will not get full out of this. It's definitely medium coverage, maybe medium light full, but this is not like the instant full. This is definitely, your skin will still kind of peep through. Yeah, but this is definitely a very pretty foundation. It settles really nice. It blends super easy. I love this foundation. But yeah, this is not for like full. Now, if you have skin that's super clear, or you don't have a lot of blemishes, you're not trying to hide a lot, then it will look like full on you because you have semi-perfect skin. But yeah, if you have problematic skin, this is not going to give you full coverage. So don't go into it expecting that this will be a full foundation stick for you, because it's not. As far as the foundation that we mixed it with, that was the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I love this. I wear this all the time. I don't think I've featured it on the channel yet, or if I did, it was a long have I? I don't know if I have. If I have, I'll link it, but I can't remember. But this one is super pretty on the skin. This gives a more of like a glowy look. Is this the one that gives the glow? Yes, this is the one that gives the glow. I love this foundation. So this is definitely a recommendation. Drugstore, pocket friendly, looks high end. Yeah, this is definitely a bomb foundation. And then I'm also going to link the Huda Beauty review up top, so you can check it out if you've missed it, or if you didn't know, I'll link it so you can just click it after this video. Then for a sponge that we blended out everything with, this was by Rare Beauty, and this is from the Selena Gomez beauty line. I love this sponge. This is actually a very good sponge. I'm glad I invested in it. I got 2. But yeah, this is super soft, definitely way more affordable than the Beauty Blender. Not way more, $6 less, but those $6, you know, they add up. And I really do love how this sponge is. I love that how big it gets, because it was like super small, but this expanded very nice, and I love the material. So this is definitely a plus. I would definitely recommend this one. To set underneath the eyes was the Huda Beauty powder. You guys know I love that powder. That's my ride or die. That's nothing new. Oh, then for all over the face, the One Size by Patrick Starr. I love this powder. It wasn't too dark for me. However, I would not use this to set underneath my eyes because it's a deep foundation, deep powder. So it wouldn't brighten or highlight underneath there. This is literally just for like the outer skirts of my face, or if I want a super natural, like not trying to highlight, just kind of want to even out all over type of feel to set, like concealer that's my skin tone, foundation that's my skin tone, that I'm like just kind of spot cleaning up concealing, whatever you want to call it, then I would take this all over and not really worry about it highlighting those areas. However, I would not use this underneath my eyes because it's too deep of a powder for me to use underneath my eyes. I would stick with the other one from him. All right, next on to the eyes. For eyes, oh wait, let's go back to the face. The Melt Stack Contour Palette. I actually really like this palette. The first two, well, you guys know I showed you in the video that the top one broke and they sent me another one. So that's still over there. But this one is a little too light for me, so I just used it for the last two colors, which worked out perfect for me. So this is the lighter one that you saw me use, kind of use all over, and then this was the deeper one that you saw me just kind of deepen with in the back, and this is the one I also contoured my nose with, and then very little of this one to kind of deepen up the contour. But I did like how this blended out. It was seamless. I had no issues with it. I think my only downside for this would be if this is something that you're trying to do for yourself for every day, you're not going to get much use out of maybe two of the products. Like, because even the top one I couldn't brighten with underneath my eyes. It was a little too dark. And then the second one, maybe I could warm up with it, maybe. But if you are looking for this just for like your everyday type of thing, you could do it. However, two of the powders you won't be able to use. So I don't know if that would be worth it for you to invest in all four of these if you're only going to use two. So I would probably use this more for the working artist or somebody that just loves makeup and knows how to manipulate the other two shades that they won't be using. So yes, but I did like it. It was definitely a good blend, and we're going to try the cream version of this in another video. All right, so eyes. Let's move on to the eyes. We had the KVD Shake Primer. Okay, so creative idea. I kind of see where they were going. However, I'm gonna have to try to use this a different way, maybe on a brush, but I just feel like this was kind of messy. I don't know if it's worth the hassle, because placing the dropper on your eyes, the product kind of rolls off your finger, so even you trying to make it to your eyelid, it was a lot. I'd rather use a cream, blend it out, and keep it pushing. It was a creative idea. I get where they were going. However, I would probably pass on this. Yeah, I don't know, maybe for I don't know, I was gonna say maybe for the face or other areas, or I don't know. I just feel like there are other options out there, and this was creative but kind of missed the mark. I don't want primer in my lid, in my eye. You saw how that went. Yeah, no. So that would be a pass for me if I had to recommend products. The KVD Shake Primer, no, I'm cool. All right, so as far as the eyeshadow palettes go, now I went into this because I wanted them to be a dupe for each other. They both came out very pretty. Like, you can't really tell with lashes on and everything complete. You can't really tell the difference in the eyes. However, I kind of can because I know the tones and the undertones, and you know, of course I did it. However, I went into it because I thought they were going to be kind of similar, which they are. Some of the shadows are similar. Some of them kind of have the same type of feel. When I looked at this palette and then I looked at this palette, I kind of got the same feel. It put me in the same mood. However, this has a little bit more, the e.l.f. palette has more warmer shades than the Glam palette. This one is strictly a cooler toned palette. And then some of the noticeable difference was this one doesn't have like a gold shade like the Natasha Denona one did. And some of the tones were kind of off. So with that being said, I feel like the blend out shade and like the transition shade that I used, this one stayed a little bit more pastel, like I said, and this one turned grayer. I feel like the grays on the lid are different. The Natasha Denona has a little bit more of a purple blue based feel to it, whereas this gray is like true platinum, like gray, silverish gray. So those were different. I think the closest colors was definitely the inner corners. Those were definitely very similar. This one is a little bit more, the e.l.f. is a little bit more icy, whereas this one has a little bit more pink in it. But I feel like it gives you the same feel. You can kind of get some of the same looks. The tones will just be a little bit different. And of course the Natasha Denona had that gold, whereas the e.l.f. does not. So they are kind of different. You can kind of probably get some of the same looks. However, they are different palettes. So they are not a dupe for each other, but they do put you in the same feel. So some of the shades are similar. Would I invest in the Natasha Denona? Yes. I do love how this is. This is a really good smoky, cool toned winter palette. So I would definitely invest if you are having your eye, if you have your eye on this Natasha Denona. And then if you have your eye on the e.l.f. palette, I think it is definitely budget friendly, and it is something that is definitely worth you spending your money on. It doesn't hurt the bank. It doesn't hurt your pockets. But it's definitely a palette for the price point, as well as Natasha Denona. So she was worth her coins, you know. Both of them I would purchase. So yes, these are definitely good palettes. All right, and then for highlight, the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. This is so gorgeous. I love how vibrant and intense it is. What looks like that on camera is really not that glowy in person. It looks a little bit more subtle, silverish tones. However, I love it. It definitely reminds me though of the MAC Superb Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and it actually has that same feel. So yeah, it definitely gives that same silverish feel, the same everything, a baked highlighter. This definitely was that, but I would recommend this for all skin tones. Maybe not a little bit deeper than me, unless you put a gold base underneath and then kind of top it off with this. That will take it to a whole nother level. So yes, I would definitely recommend this one, and I'm glad I got this one in my collection. As far as blushes, you guys know that I love the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blushes. I love these blushes. They're super affordable. They're super gorgeous. I love everything about these blushes. Melanin friendly. They're just gorgeous blushes. So if you're looking for really good blushes, whether high end, low end, you just want good blushes, the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blushes are definitely the way to go. I think I have 6 or 7 of them. I had yeah, 6 or 7 of them. I did a video with them, so yeah, 6 or 7 of them, and I love these blushes. And you would have thought that this darkest one would have pulled super dark, but it really didn't. It gives like a wash of color, but you can build it up, and they are very intense, so a little bit goes a long way. What else? Lashes. I love these lashes. These are the Kiss Luxe Extensions collections, the ultimate lash extensions look, and these were in royal silk. This is the packaging of them. Really liked these lashes. They are super pretty. They do give me the extension vibe. They are very subtle, but they are still like, yeah girl, I'm here. Super pretty. Love them, easy to go on, but I always love Kiss lashes. So yes, super pretty. Of course, the One Size mascara. Y'all know in my previous video, I will link it up above. I loved this mascara. It is specifically if you are looking for volume. If you are not looking for volume, don't grab this. But yeah, I love this, especially for my bottom lashes. Super pretty, super pretty. And then for lips, I always love the MAC Retro Matte lipsticks. Yeah, the Retro Matte liquid lipsticks. I always love these. I was working for Matte when they initially launched them. So love this, as well as the Maybelline Ink in Escapist. Now, Escapist is a dupe for the High Drama from MAC. So if you're looking for an affordable dupe or an affordable color for High Drama from MAC, then Escapist is definitely the route to go. I will swatch them so you can see. Super pretty. I love these, and it's perfect for winter. So, and then these liquid lips dry down. The matte ones dry down darker once they set, but these are definitely dupes for each other. The High Drama has a little bit more red in it, but you won't be able to tell once it's on the lips. So Love these. And then of course I put the gloss on top. Any gloss would do with the lips. This is the mineralized one. This is just a little bit more hydrating. It's perfect for the person that doesn't like gloss that's sticky. It doesn't give you that sticky feel. So yes, what else did we do? Oh, and then the concealer, we tried again. Well, not tried again. We used again the NYX Born to Glow. I love these concealers. They take the under eye to a whole nother level. Look hydrated, look flawless, blend seamless. Like, these are very good concealers. So if you are looking for really affordable, good concealers, girl, check these out. Check these out. And I always buy from Ulta when it has the buy one get one half off or buy one get one free. I don't ever buy NYX if it's not on sale at Ulta. Let me not say that, because I do sometimes, but these are really, really good. Get more bang for your buck. Checking out Ulta, looking for the sales and the buy one get ones. Those are the best routes to go, especially with everything. That's how I got all of these blushes, because I did the buy one get one. So yes, I think that's it. All right, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can you tell which side is high and low? Can you tell which one was the Natasha Denona and the elf? I don't think you can tell. Don't think you can tell. But nonetheless, they both are gorgeous. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and until next time, bye.